Hi, I would like to talk to you about something that's on my mind. Just thinking about this AI, not this AI TA post, but this Reddit post that I heard read by r slash one time about this person who just got their own house, and this person was basically been living with a family of rather abusive people that are just constantly harass this person and make them feel. I mean, they play it off as pranks, but it's just straight out bullying. And they, I mean, it got to the point. I mean, she bought her own house, and then finally, and this family pulls a prank on this person, saying that they that the family just sold that person's house, and that person basically then shocked, and, 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 and saying this is a joke, but per, per, and and going so far as to harass that person by egging that person's place, and just showing up on that person's property, and just like, I mean, there there, there are pranks, and there are just plain old harassment, and there's a difference between the two of them. And I asked ChatGPT this morning about the difference between a prank and harassment. I mean, here's this answer. The difference between a prank and harassment often comes down to intent, impact, and consent. First of all, intent. A prank is usually meant to be lighthearted, humorous, and temporary. The goal is typically to surprise or amuse, not to harm. Harassment, however, has a negative intent or disregard for the person's well being, is meant to annoy, degrade, intimidate, or cause distress. Second is impact. Um, a prank, if it's a one time act and the target ends up laughing or brushing it off, then it's likely to be a prank. Um, Harassment, if the target feels uncomfortable, threatened, humiliated, or affects their emotional or physical well being, it's harassment, even if the so called pranker claims it was a joke. Um, Three is consent and boundaries. When it comes to pranks, respecting personal boundaries is key. If the person would reasonably be okay with it, or if pranks are common and reciprocal in that relationship, it may be acceptable. Um, when it comes to harassment, repeated behavior after being told to stop or targeting someone with known vulnerabilities crosses into harassment, even if it's framed as a joke. I mean, in short, a prank stops being a prank the moment it causes real harm or continues against someone's will. And here, here's some examples of the difference between prank and harassment. I mean, when, example one: swapping a drink. Um, a coworker jokingly swaps your regular soda with a sugar-free version as a harmless joke. You then immediately tells you and laughs with you about it. You find it funny too. That's a prank. Someone keeps tampering with your drink, for example, putting in hot sauce or removing it entirely after you ask them not to, making you anxious about leaving your food unattended. That's harassment. Um, Example two is the school locker prank. Um, Friends fill your locker with balloons on your birthday. Surprising but clearly celebratory and well-meaning. That's a prank. Somebody repeatedly puts garbage in your locker or writes mocking notes, um, especially if they know that you're sensitive about being targeted. That's harassment. Um, Example three: taking a photo. A friend takes the silly photo of you while you're asleep during a sleepover and shows you later for a laugh. You laugh too. That's a prank. Um, Someone takes embarrassing or inappropriate photos of you without permission and shares them publicly, especially to shame you or humiliate you. That's harassment. Um, Example 4, phone calls. A friend calls pretending to be a piece of place and then quickly reveals them and everyone laughs. It's done once in a good spirit. That's a prank. Someone prank calls you every night using different numbers, disturbing your sleep and ignoring your place to stop. That's harassment. Now let's go into examples in various settings, like the workplace. Um, here's a prank. Um, a coworker puts googly eyes on everything at your desk on April Fool's Day. It's harmless, reversible, and done once. You and others laugh. Here's harassment. A coworker keeps hiding your tools or tampering with your computer after you ask them to stop. It disrupts your work and makes you feel disrespected or unsafe. Now here's example 4, school. Classmates put your backpack on top of a cabin as a joke, and then immediately help you get it down and apologize if you're annoyed. That's a prank. Students repeatedly shove your belongings into the trash or mock you in front of others. They call it just a joke, but it's clearly targeted and demeaning. That's harassment. Um, Online or social media group chats, um, a friend jokingly edits your profile pic with a silly filter and sends it to the group chat. You laugh and maybe do one back to them. That's a prank. Someone posts altered photos of you to embarrass or bully you. They tag you in memes or make comments mocking your appearance on personal struggles, especially after you ask them to stop. That's harassment. In summary, the moment it becomes repetitive, targeted, unwelcome, or emotionally harmful, it's no longer just a joke, it's harassment. Yeah, that's that I couldn't say any better. That, that's why I don't like when people do these stupid prank these stupid so-called pranks that cross the line into outright harassment. There's just they do. People will do stupid stuff. And I mean, if if and if it's only, if the person laughs along, the person that's being pranked laughs along with the other people, then it's a harmless prank. It's meant to cause no harm. However, if only the person who pulls the so-called prank laughs, then it's not really not really not really a prank at all. It's just plain old harassment. It's just. I mean, I wish people would have more people would have the common sense to know when a person isn't laughing about about silly about a stupid prank that he pulled, and when it hurts that other person, they don't double down and say and defend themselves and say it's just a prank, bro. That they openly admit that what they did is wrong, and they apologize. But but until they get but until they swallow their pride and have the balls to do that, they're just they're 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 just going to continue doing that until eventually somebody puts them in their place, and whether it be the authorities or the per, or the person themselves who's being pranked on. It's like those people need to see that their actions do have consequences. Because, you can't do that stuff to other people and think that you're going to get away with it. And that's pretty much all I have to say to you in this video. So have a good day, and may God bless you.